Hong Kong women are 55 for the loss of 3 wickets. Run rate has been dropped slightly down, just below under 6 runs.
Hong Kong 55 for 3.
We're having a drink.
Looking at getting some over 100 runs, especially having Mariko in the middle. She will be trying to play through the full 20 overs and get to a respectable score and put the pressure back on Bhutan.
Yes, certainly that will be the plan from Hong Kong's dugout.
Really well. 5 runs for 1 wicket. In 2 overs, she bowled.
I think after a quick drinks, skipper Taechen Wangmo is continuing with a bit more attacking field set. Now she has a slip in place and uncovers in catching position with only a couple of fielders out of 30 yards. Regulation mid wicket and long off. Yasmin is on strike. Very well bowled by Dechan.
Tariq, after winning the toss, he needed to field first. And they have restricted Hong Kong for 55 runs, taking 3 wickets. What could you say about the Bhutan's efforts so far?
Before we come in for that, there was a beautiful shot by Yasmin towards Cowers, racing towards boundary. Has been cut down by the fielder.
Good work. One Shodan ran from long off to cut off that.
It's coming back to your question, Yusri. I think Bhutan will be really, really happy with the efforts what they have done at the moment. Winning the toss, selected to field first and getting 3 wickets inside the fielder.
She was about 1.5 meters away.
Yes, I think fielding especially. They'll be happy to go with the same flow throughout the innings.
Bhutan bowlers has tested the Hong Kong free flow.
Staying strong and steady and steadying the ship, in fact.
That's the best part for Hong Kong as well. Definitely they know that they can rebuild their innings and get a very good score.
Yes, as long
in
as
the over number 20.
Yes, as long as Mariko Hill stays there, there is pressure on to the Bhutan.
Definitely.
Some brilliant fielding by the skipper herself.
I need to commend the Bhutan's fighting spirit as well.
Yes, indeed. They're doing whatever they can control. They're controlling it.
On the other side, Yasmin been little struggle to take that.
The bowler, and if you see Dechan is bowling really, really well, especially the batsman who just came in. And even Mariko is not really, really going on to Dechan because the lengths and the line she's bowling at, even she's taking a single, looking at informed batter. It's with an end of 11 overs. Hong Kong are 60 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Showing to bowl the 12th over. So far, 2 overs, 5 runs for taking a 1 wicket so far. Just in time for Yasmin.
I think they're bringing up the fielders really, really close so that they can stop those quick singles. It's a really good move by the skipper Dechan. Even if the short fine leg is really close. And yes, she smashed it towards mid wicket. as you see, I think the outfield is getting really better. It started to move a
Yeah,
bit more
yeah.
quicker than what it was in the first power play.
So Tariq, now the sun has, for the first time, it has broken through and beating hard. This is the time for testing for all the fielders and the batters in the middle with the hot, humid conditions.
Yes, and the wicket is starting to getting flatter a bit more. And she
That's
goes downtown,
strong.
Mariko Hill.
Oh, bounces just away from the fielder.
And that's a boundary by Mariko Hill, rightly said. Just a slight shimmy down the wicket and smashed it over long on for a boundary.
Yeah, she managed to stop the ball just before the boundary line, but unfortunately, off balance, she touched the rope.
Yes, as you could see, even the ball is started traveling a bit more faster. And she slogs it again towards mid wicket. Mariko Hill for a single sensible cricket. Mariko Hill moves to 33 of 27.
Even Marco Hill, that shot she played to the boundary, it wasn't that far from the field as well.
Yes, indeed. Mariko Hill is really in a good form at the moment, and that concludes over number 12.
66 for 3. These are the 6 runs coming in that over.
Skipper Dachin continues to her third over. Attempted sweep shot. She has a fielder at the boundary as well. I think Dachin is bowling really well according to her field set, not giving any looseness easily. Ah, has been swept, and I think the back of the bat went towards short third.
Quick run.
I think even Mariko Hill's strike rate is getting better, slightly above 120 at the moment, 122.
Straight to the fielder. No chance of a run.
It's very well bowled by Dachin.
On the ground. Straight to mid on. Quick single.
Brings Mariko Hill back on strike. I think Mariko Hill haven't really gone against Dachin Wangmo yet. She's not giving the balls for her to free her arms.
That's up in the air. Oh, would have been a good catch. Backpedaling. Just inches away.
Yeah, Chorin could have hold on to that, but unfortunately, that will go down as a drop.
Mariko Hill survives. 35. Of 3 wickets. Hong Kong.
Yes, I think Shering Wang Zhangmo going full out of quota. going to bowl her final over of her quota in this innings.
Straight to long on. Another single.
I think it's fair to give her a go to bowl the 4 full overs. I think she's bowling really, really well. Just gave away only 15 runs in the first 3 overs. And there goes Mariko Hill. Another chance of a catch. But no, it lands in no man's land. I think Mariko Hill is starting to get a bit more tired, I guess.
Yep.
The sun is out.
She might be thinking, trying to go for it now because they are trying to target at that 130, 140 mark, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, even the run rate is slightly below 6 at the moment. 5.40.
She was playing really well.
Brilliant stop by the skipper Dechen. Short mid wicket region. That was smashed straight to her to the right, in fact. Done.
So far, only Mariko was showing so much against the bowlers. Well, and Yasmin
The
just now
confidence she
has built some confidence. She looks more comfortable right now than what we saw 10 to 15 deliveries.
Yes, I think Yasmin really have to, get going at the moment. Striking at 52 at the moment.
Bouncing towards the short third man region, taking a quick single. Well run by these two batters. Yasmin and Mariko.
Yasmin Daswani is back on strike. The pulled shot straight to the fielder for a single.
A nice partnership building up. End of over number 14, 75 for 3. Did a for 1.
Get another quick single. I think Hong Kong are really, really quick and fit, I guess.
Yep.
Taking those quick singles without any constant. Really, really easy to see that. Michael Hill, 37 of 32, striking at 115.
Full toss.
But
Up in the air, a taken, and Yasmin Aswani departs after scoring 15 of 28 deliveries.
yes, that was a hard stay trying to get in those boundaries. And it was very well bowled by Dechin. Make her go for the shot, and there's a fielder placed, and she's bowling on the right channel, and she got her reward.
77 for 4. New batsman walks in. New batter, or rather. Emma.
Lai.
Emma joining Mariko. Nevertheless, there was a good partnership for 35 runs. After losing early 3 wickets.
Yes, she was giving a handy knock for Mariko Hill to go on the other end. And unfortunately, that has to come to end really early.
Meantime, in Kindra Oval, Singapore taking on UAE. Singapore in struggling 28 for 9 in the 16th over. A strong start. Good warning to other teams.
For the first time in the tournament. It's the thing when Dechin is giving a fair amount of flight, but still she lands it in the right spot.
It's not easy to pick also because there's no pace. So batter has to create some pace to play any shots. That's the end of over number 15, 79 for 4, Hong Kong.
Yes, and Dechin Wangmo completes her 4 overs with 1 for 19 runs. I think both the spinners who came in to bowl bowled really well. In Bhutan's point of view.
Yeah. Going to be Tashi or Yeshe Choden?
Yeshe Choden comes into bowl to Emma Lai.
Attacking with spinners.
Yes, I think Emma is doing the right thing, getting a single and putting Mariko back on strike as an informed batter.
Passing down the ground.
It's another full toss. Haven't got the medal.
Find the outside edge.
With that
Straight
single,
up there.
Mariko moves on to 40, 35.
Looks good. Bhutan managed to keep Nepal to about 94 runs yesterday.
As long as Mariko Hill stays, there is still a chance for Hong Kong to go over the mark, 130 maybe. The quick single.
Side wide. Over Nampa. Street Sarika from Singapore.
Teshi is getting a fair amount of turn as well. See that?
Whoa! She thrown her wicket away. She goes at very rarely given hit wicket. She completely missed the ball and she find the bat hitting the wicket.
I think she went back really way too back. Was almost beside the keeper and tried to smash it to its fine leg, but only managed to smash the stumps. Mariko Hill, nonetheless, was a very good knock in Hong Kong's point of view and as well. 40 of 36.
Unfortunate way to get out.
She'll be really, really disappointed with that.
She was well composed to go for her half century and above.
Yes, and there was a really crucial wicket for Bhutan going into last 4 overs of the first innings.
Yep.
Getting Mariko Hill out is really vital for Bhutan.
And with that, Mariam Bibi walks into the middle. Brilliant innings of Mariko Hills ends with 40 runs. 3 boundaries in that innings. Played really well, carrying the innings.
Yes, those two cover drives are still in my eyes.
Yeah.
What a shot was that?
She was placing really well from the ball number one she faced.
It's an unfortunate way to get out. Mariko here. And we go Mariam Bibi. Smashed it straight away off the mark. And still a slight misfielding.
That mix up is another run was taken. So 2 runs for in that delivery.
She's off the mark with a couple. Mariam Bibi. She chosen to bowl her final ball. Over and it's a wide.
Beaten by the flight. That's the end of over number 16, 86 for 5.
We are getting into the final 4 overs of the first innings.
Tashi has taken the ball to bowl the over number 17. She went for 8 runs in the first over.
Tashi Cheki is back. We have Emma Lai striking 2 new batters to go into the final 4 overs. Slight back foot punch towards covers for a single.
Can they get that 100 runs mark?
It's I think Bhutan is bowling really well, restricting Hong Kong without giving any easy boundaries. Bowling on the right length and having a very good field set as well. Hong Kong has to really go hard in the final 4 to get at least 220 few boundaries. That has been smashed straight to the bowler. Mariam Bibi is gone off caught and bowled. And Tashi picks up her first wicket. Hong Kong are slipping. 87 for 6. We have new batter coming in, Elisa Kaira. Hong Kong really have to get in those boundaries going into the last 3 to get at least over 100 run mark.
For 2 runs.
And Bhutan is really putting up a show here. There was a partnership was building up in the halfway, but they came back really strong. Get those pricey wicket of Mariko Hill especially. And that is what stopping Hong Kong now. So full toss to start off. Elisa is off the mark with a single.
Elisa Kira.
Another quick single.
There's the backward point region.
I think Bhutan will be really happy to give those singles. As
Yeah,
long as there's no boundary, they'll be really happy with that.
yeah. As long as they restrict no boundaries. Another about 20 deliveries to go. We can keep Hong Kong below 110 runs mark. Meanwhile, Hong Kong slowly and steadily getting close to that 100 runs mark. Going to be a decent score against Bhutan. They struggled to score that 95 runs yesterday against Nepal.
Chance for a catch? No. Pitching right, just short of the fielder.
That's the end of over number 17, 91 for 6. Five runs coming in with the wicket.
We have a bowling change. Malay on strike. So Tashi Ladin comes into attack. Started with a very good delivery.
This Tashi Ladin.
I think they're changing the bowlers really well. Yes, those singles are not going to hurt Bhutan. No chance to get those boundaries here, I reckon.
Interesting field setup, Tariq. Short third point, covers, extra covers.
Yes, I think they're going all out, stopping those boundaries. Any point?
Short fine.
Bhutan is on top at the moment. It's a
Good
beautiful
stop there.
stop by skipper Chen Wang Mo. To the left, to the right, to center, everywhere she is there and she's stopping it.
She's leading from the front. That's a good thing to see. Very good positive vibes to the whole collected properly. That allows us easy single.
Yes, that would have been an easy run out if the bowler would have collected the ball perfectly, a slight fumble and Lisa is home.
Lisa survives.
That's a beautiful day, right into the block hole. No way gonna get run off that delivery.
And now over number 18, 93 for 6. Just 2 runs coming in that over.
We have Anju Gurung to bowl her final over, and 19th over of the innings.
So far, she bowled 3 overs, 16 for 1. Not to forget that made wicket over to start the game.
Oh, that was scooped by Elisa. What a shot was that? Where that came from?
Scooped it well. But,
But the fielder is really quick to stop that without going for boundary. That's what I was talking about the Bhutan fielding. It's really, really good to watch. Really, Zakara really had to do something special with the partner to get some valuable runs in the last couple of overs.
they need to go hard to get closer to about 120 runs mark.
That was quick. Gurun, an extra pace on that delivery.
You're going asking a lot of questions from the batters.
Smashed towards mid off, but only could get a single. Elisa Kara might want to try that cheeky scoop again of Panjigurum.
Jurong giving some good space, so she could use that pace to the advantage as well. Quick single, taken safely. This is a Women T20 Championship. The two finalists will be qualified to the Asia Cup.
This final ball of the 19th over in Anjugurums. Try to take full advantage of that half volley, but he managed to get a single.
Yes. End of over number 19, 97 for 6. 4 more runs coming in that over. Anjugurung 20 runs for 1 wicket in her 4 overs with a 1 maiden over.
We have Sonam to bowl the final over of the first innings.
Sonam so far bowled 3 overs, 19 for 1. Given LBW.
Right in the block hole by Sonam.
Emma has to depart.
Fast and straight and full towards Emma like spats. And Sarika raised his finger.
She was for 8 runs of 15 deliveries. And Hong Kong 97 for 7. Betty Chan, the new batter.
Bhutan is on upper hand coming into the last over of the final innings. Hong Kong is keep on slipping. 97 for 7 now. 5 balls remaining in the first innings. See what Betty Chan has to offer alongside Elisa Kaira. Slide a misfield by the keeper.
Even bias. 98.
That brings Lisa Kaira back on strike for the last 4 balls of the innings.
Nine runs on the board.
Betty Chan is back on strike. Outside edge towards third man for yet another single. That brings Hong Kong's 100-run mark. With that single, Hong Kong moves to 100 for the loss of 7 wickets.
Yeah, Hong Kong has that psychological advantage for getting the three figures on the board.
We have a couple of more deliveries left in the final over. Straight into the block hole. They could steal a single of that.
There's an inside edge to the backs. $101 for 7. Final delivery of the innings of Hong Kong. Straight to long off. Looking for a second run. And gone. So finally, Elisa Kira been one out. Nevertheless, Hong Kong ends the innings at 102 for 8. And Sonam completes her 4 overs, 23 for 2. And that was good over to end the innings. Bhutan, Sonam completed the 4 overs, 23 for 2, 4 for 1 in that final over. And 23 runs was collected in the last 5 overs by Hong Kong, losing 4 wickets. Yes, early in the morning, Bhutan won the toss, elected to field first, and they have restricted Hong Kong for 102 because of 8 wickets in the allocated 20 overs. For Bhutan, Deshan Nwangbo, the skipper, bowled really well for 4 overs, 19 for 1. Sonam 23 for 2 in the 4 overs. And Anjugurung, the vice captain, done a great job with the ball as well. 4 overs, 20 for 1, especially that opened the game with a maiden wicket. And nevertheless, end of over number 20, or rather Hong Kong's innings. Hong Kong managed to score 102. So Bhutan has a target of 103 runs in 120 deliveries. We'll be back live again in about 5 to 10 minutes time. Once the Bhutan innings starts, we'll be joining back again. Stay tuned. Welcome back to UK Mbangi. Bhutan batting on the toss. Field at first, they have restricted the Hong Kong for 102 or 101 runs.
Bhutan is straight away off the mark. The first ball.
In the 20 overs.
Nawang Choden is off the mark. Aviashi Choden on the other side. Facing now. Ikra Saha straight away bouncing the ball. Ikra Saha coming steaming in now. Keeping it a bit short. That's a decent pace, Ikra. Keeping it tight, Ikra. Not giving any room again. Going right to the money.
Jordan facing. With single. She opens her account as well with a single.
Bhutan chase in allocated 20 overs for Nawang. That would have been a chopped on any day.
Meanwhile, in Kinrara, Singapore versus UAE, UAE has beaten Singapore by 10 wickets. Singapore was bundled out for 29 runs in Kinrara. UAE has chased that target of 30 runs. They have made 33 in 2.4 overs.
I think it's a strong statement by UAE coming into the tournament that they are here to win the games and win the championship. I think a couple of good games so far happened, which is one for UAE and yesterday one for Malaysia as well. And both the games Singapore came on the losing side. And we have here at the end of first over 4 runs for no loss. Came into bold to the other side.
With Chan. Quick single. Gone. Is that close? Close call.
That was really, really tight.
She was going for quick single.
Betty Chan for the second over of the innings. Regulation field setup. 2 out, a long on, and a deep mid wicket. I don't see no third man here.
On the next side.
Try to sweep it. Nawang. That's one extra again for Bhutan. 3-figure mark, coming in energetic to the field. It's really quick in the field. Oh, the leading edge chance for a catch.
Oh, dropped. Good try though.
It's also valiant effort in the field.
She managed to get hold of it, but somehow it slipped.
I think the skipper, Kerry Chan, covered a lot of ground to take that a
Yeah,
catch.
I think
Almost had it. And that's a really good effort by the skipper herself.
could have been Bhutan 1 wicket down. The quick single there. Yeah, for Hong Kong to get the 102 mark. Michael Hill with a great innings, 40 of 36 deliveries.
So that was a major contribution from her in that innings. Close to
Kerry,
50% of the runs.
yeah, Kerry Chan 15 of 14 and Yasmin 15 of 28 deliveries.
Brilliant stop. Patty Chan of her own bowling.
That's it. Yet another over. Over number 2. 8 runs for no wicket, no loss.
As Hong Kong are moving in really quick, giving any time for the batters to react. They try to continue the second over, still having a slip in place.
Saha.
She's bowling a bit shorter in the last over, but now it's right away getting into the block hole. And Nishichoden is really quick to react for that. There was an appeal for a caught behind. I think they brushed the pads of the Nishichoden. Sutra is bowling a bit more quicker in the first over now.
Yeah.
Getting the rhythm now, I guess.
It looks like she found a little bit of rhythm now.
Another inside edge running towards the boundary.
Good stop. Oh no. She was gave a good fight, good run to it. Almost stopped just near the boundary. Unfortunately, after
Yes, they are having a chop down as well, but nonetheless, the first boundary comes in for Bhutan.
ball ran and rolled it towards the boundary line afterwards and kissed it. Good effort though.
Oh, that was a bouncer, the leg side, and it's wide.
Given wide, yes. Looks like Krasaha, when she's trying to bowl fast as possible, she's losing the line and length a bit.
That's much better for Mikra.
Come back.
At another short ball and pulled it to its fine leg region, and that was a very good stop.
This time she does no mistake. Just 2 runs.
Another couple for Yeshi Choden of Ikra. Now the final leg drops back.
Now you have a traditional fine again third man.
It's a very regulated field shot. Chance for an LBW. Does it move an inch? Sorry, Prasad.
It's the end of over number 3, 15 runs on the board for Bhutan, chasing a target of 103 runs.
Betty Chan continues. Started off with the full toss. Only managed to get a single. Now one. Puts the left-handed Yeshi Chorin back on strike.
Straight to the fielder, no chance for a run.
Very short enough the length. Betty Chan. There's a chance of a catch. Again, Kerry Chen, but that was smashed by Yeshi. Certainly,
Chance though.
half chance, but certainly say the boundary again. There's only a single of that. If she didn't manage to get a hand on that, there would be a definite 4.
Straight to the fielder, no chance of.
I think the Hong Kong bowlers are bowling fairly well, not giving easy boundaries or looseness. Bhutan is trying really hard to get those boundaries coming.
I think the Betty Chan are bowling wicket to wicket line, not giving enough room to play with. So most they can do is taking a single and double, keep that scoreboard ticking. Otherwise, we are scoreboard pressure at the end.
Yes,
And gone.
that's the first blood. Bhutan, Betty Chan. A bit of a shorter length delivery. Try to cut it, but it was a very good catch. Yasmin Daswani.
Given reward to that bowling of strict bowling of wicket to wicket.
Yes.
Muang
indeed.
Chan had to depart after scoring 10 of 14 deliveries.
Skipper comes into the crease. Dechen Wang Mo. Ikra to bowl the third over on the trot.
For one in the forwards. $85 more runs required.
An appeal for an LBW by Ikra again.
Two back-to-back LBW calls from Ikra. This time against Yeshe. Good throw. Could have hit the wicket, I'm sure. Could have seen Yeshe walking back to the pavilion.
Dechen is on strike for the first time in this innings to face Ikra Sahar. Started off with a beautiful cut shot. Very good stop again from the Hong Kong.
Quick single with that. Desheng opens her account as well. Good fight between the bat and ball here. Bhutan giving a good.
Ready to say that. Striking at just under 5 runs in over. And we should give credit to Hong Kong as well, but for not giving those boundaries easily. That's a no ball.
Yes, rightfully called, and that will be a boundary at mid-wicket region for 4 runs. A gift to Yeshe. Losing the plot here. I mean, she's trying to get wickets. She's trying too hard.
I think that was straight to the helmet. I guess that was really well played by Yeshi to get that boundary and have a free hit. Cannot change the field set for a boundary.
There has to be
No
calm
ball.
down. Get your thoughts right.
She smashed it towards mid-on. Chance of a run out.
Yeah, straight to the fielder. Taken really well.
There was a chance for a run out.
Yeah. It was taken really well by Mariko, but it's
It had gone if it
Gone,
would have hit
yeah.
the stumps.
she knows that. She disappointed.
Very well bowled, Ikra Sahar.
That's the end of over number 5. 26 runs for 1 wicket. End of 5 overs. Ikra. 3 overs, 19.
There's a change in bowling. In this end, skipper comes in. That has been smashed, but only could get a single. Yashi.
Skipper, Kerry Chan. To bowl the final over of the fielding restrictions.
Oh,
For
dragged
delivery.
down.
Too short. It bounced even not. It was all like 3/4 of the ground.
Yes, that was a real drag down by skipper. Dechin got a full flow with that. Got a boundary for herself. That's her first boundary.
For the surprise, it didn't bounce twice. The way
Yes.
the place it was pitched.
Yes, that was really, really short. The carry. That's much better length. So given a bit more flight on that.
Flight to delivery. Watchfully played. Not taking a risk. This movementation.
Oh yes, that was a bit of end of turn there. Carry Chan.
Nice flight. Good spin. Brilliant over.
That concludes the power play. Bhutan 31 of 6 overs.
Yeah, at this moment, Hong Kong was 35 for 2. 35 for 2, end of uh, field in restriction, or the 6 overs. And Bhutan, not far away. 31 runs, losing only 1 wicket. And Mariko now to bowl the over number 7. She did a great job with the bat. Oh, good
Start-
delivery.
Started out with a high delivery. Short of the length. Another short delivery, but very well played. Yashi just for a single.
Mariko, good high arm action. Getting a good purchase of the wicket with that,
That's the thing.
that action. And
She's tall. She's getting those, hard length to get hit the.
hard to the pitch. Getting a good purchase of it. With her speed. Oh, that's gone. That's gone. Desham Wambo had to depart after scoring 5 runs of 8 deliveries.
Skipper is gone. Jasmine Desmani caught by Mariko Hill. In comes batter Shering Zangmo.
Showing Zambo bowled really well today. 4 overs, 16 runs. And Mariko Hill, she has taken the most important breakthrough after doing a well effort with the bat. But unfortunately, it's a very rarely you have seen that batsmen getting out in that fashion, hitting the own stumps.
Yes, that was really, really unfortunate of Mariko Hill. Could have got a 50 easily by the rate she was going. But nonetheless, that was very good innings, in fact. Bowled again, Mariko Hill. She did well in the batting and now in the bowling as well. She's got a wicket in her very first over itself. Bhutan have to recover really quickly here. another short ball. And it's a wide this time.
Little too wide this time, Mariko. Should give some tips to Fisher. Showing.
Very well played. Shering off the mark with a single towards fine leg.
This time, ball was going towards that middle and leg, lands it towards the fine leg region. Final delivery of the seventh over.
Good pace. Mariko Hill.
Good over. 34 for 2. End of over number 7. Chan continues from the Bungie end.
That was really well played.
Between the
Oh,
two
that's
fielders. Yeah, between two that fielders. Very good attacking field set by a Hong Kong skipper.
Playing pretty much on the offside. Most of the catching position.
And beaten.
That took off. Some turn. Kerry Chen. Chance for a catch. Chance for run out at
Slightly
the
away.
moment. No.
Yeah, probably thrown wrong end. Could have been easy run out at the non-striker's end though.
It's MLI. Bit casual. The field.
She went to the
Easy run out.
traditional throwing back to the wicket keeper, not realizing that striking batsman was end ball watching rather than watching her partner. And partner was quick to run to the striker's end.
Yes. Could have an interesting call on the non-striker's end. There's a single. Of 8 overs. Hong Kong on 37 for the loss of 2 wickets. Mariko Hill continues. Chance of run out again. An interesting call as well. Really, really close. Directly, would have been a corner.
So it's at least about 3 or 4 chances like this. We say that so chances went begging.
Yes, I think we already seen 3 chance of runouts. Possible wickets on those balls. Wide down the leg side, Mariko Hill.
Michael getting extracting that some good pace.
I think the ball is going down the side. Let's try to bowl a bit more quicker than what you used to bowl. Just getting carried away.
That's played towards squalic region. We cut off just near the boundary line. Good work by the fielder.
Mariam Bibi. Not that. She Churin, that was really quick onto her, but she managed well to pull that ball over the square leg fielder. Another single. Trying to go after Mariko here.
A lot of work to be done by Mariam. Running to back, running to right, running to left.
But she's quick as well.
Yep.
That's the length. Mariko here is looking to bowl. Beautifully bowled. Beat the batsman by pace.
By leg side. Hill. Using a line.
Another wide on the leg side. Very well bowled and very well played.
Sharing at Zambo. Sharing Zambo and Yeshe Jordan. Trying to build up this innings. Build up some partnership over here. Resisted well. That's the end of over number 9, 43 for 2. There's a bowling change. Elisa Kira bowled over number 10 from Bangian.
Lisa Kaira comes into the attack from Bani and
Towards the fine leg, there's no fielder. Wicketkeeper runs his back. Taken 2 runs easily.
a couple of runs for Ishitoden. White, Lisa Kaira.
One more game coming from UKM Bangi. That's Malaysia taking on Qatar. And in Kinrara, Nepal will be playing against Kuwait. Going live from 3 p.m. onwards. local time, approximately about 1 hour 50 minutes time.
Pulled with square leg for a single.
In proceeding, in the over number 10, Hong Kong were 55 for 3, 14 deliveries.
We have Mariko continuing the other end. Beaten by the pace again. Jordan.
Can we see a upset by Bhutan?
It's looking at the current run rate and overs, they still have a massive time to chase the target.
Gone. And that's a wicket they were looking for.
Yes, Mariko Hill just rattled Yashi Jordan's stumps. Absolutely beaten by the pace, Yashi Jordan. When coming by Sonam Jordan.
Nice delivery. Hint of swing in and kisses the off stump. Ishe, after a good knock, had to take that long walk back. 20 of 30, one deliveries. New batter walks in Sonam Chodan.
I think that wicket definitely will boost Hong Kong and Mariko Hill's confidence.
Monica Hill already taken 2 wickets for 9 runs. She's looking to get that player of the match award. If Hong Kong goes on to win, unless there's someone else comes and takes about 4 to 5 wickets.
But looking at current situation, Mariko Hill is the top contestant for
Yeah,
that.
scoring 40 runs and then
Couple of wickets now. Still a couple of overs to go. Sorry, one.
on the other hand, Bhutan has to bounce back. It's not far away. They have done really well in the first 10 overs. So they have to continue what they have done. Need one of these batters to go on playing that
Yes, this is
long
the
innings.
testing time for Bhutan to achieve the target. Whatever has been set. It's very well played. A quick single. It's mid-wicket region.
They have really done, certainly they have done really well than yesterday, Bhutan. Bhutan.
Concludes over number 11.
Yesterday, Bhutan was restricted Nepal of 94 runs and they were bundled out for 44 runs. So they have certainly done a great job today, playing really well.
They need another 53 runs to achieve the feat. Bhutan Currently, they are 50 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 11 overs, Bhutan.
The previous over, Morocco did a great job. One run off that over, taking a very priced wicket of Yeshe.
That is Kara to continue.
That's a misfield. Take running couple of runs.
Certainly should have been a dot ball, but Misfield made them to cruise to a couple of runs.
Bhutan and Hong Kong both getting some couple of good support from the viewers. And Bhutan was backed by a few supporters. We can hear, keep on encouraging. That's important.
Yes, I think Bhutan is right on track at the moment. Another couple of runs and down the fine leg.
Is Akira not getting her line right so far? Good delivery this time.
Maybe better than other couple of deliveries. These are getting slowly back into the right cordon. Chance for a run out.
Oh, yet another run out chance missed.
This Hong Kong had a possible 4 run-out chances.
Is that Hong Kong a bit nervous today?
Yes, maybe the target that they posted was maybe they think a bit
Too
low than what
low than yeah,
what
below
they
par.
wanted. Yeah.
Comparing the standards. They would have been comfortable if the score was about 120 to 130 runs.
Psychologically, you'll get the confidence right out of it. 100 is a bit below 2 par.
A good shot. But will that carry to the boundary? No. Good stop.
Sharing Zhangmo logged it over mid-wicket. Another couple of runs. There are 2 runs in this over. The end of 12 overs. Bhutan, 8 if I'm not mistaken, 57. Beg your pardon, 57 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Maybe because Hong Kong, the last 5 overs, they only managed to score 23 runs. 23 runs, losing 4 wickets.
Brilliant bit of bowling from Bhutan towards the deck. And we have Elisa, beg your pardon, Mariko here to finish up her 4 overs quarter. Another wide from Mariko.
Bowled really well, 11 runs for 2 wickets in her 4th over in proceeding. Watchfully played, probably trying to see off Mariko. She has got good pace to help that bounce.
And so Jordan was trying to get a single out of it. Umpiring said no. Tucked towards fine leg for another single. I'm Jordan. Outside edge towards third man for another single. I think Bhutan are just quietly rotating the strike,
Yeah,
keeping
they're
up the
slowly and
required run
steadily
rate.
moving towards the run, the runs required.
It doesn't seem like they're going, but quietly they are making up the run rate, the required
Yeah.
run rate.
That's
There
it.
you go.
For giving everything.
So Jordan is back on strike.
It's a good delivery. And the 4 overs quota for 50, taking 2 wickets. Brilliantly bowled. Mariko.
It's 4 runs coming on from that over. Bhutan 61 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 13 overs. They need another 42 runs to win the match.
Actually, 5 runs coming in that over, sorry. 62 for 3.
And that makes
And they need
41.
41 more runs. Yeah, in 42 deliveries.
This banner ball. She's locked it towards square leg. That's gonna run away for a boundary. It's timely boundary that they wanted Bhutan. Be happy to get that boundary. Beautifully swept over square leg.
Sonam picked up really well that delivery.
Right away, fielder has been dropped.
Betty Chan continues, comes in back.
Sensibly played. Ensuring Zangmo got a boundary and a single and rotate the strike.
Betty Chan bowled really well in the first 2 overs. 7 runs for 1 wicket. Straight to the bowler, no chance of a run. Playing really, really well.
36 runs needed for Bhutan to clinch. Beautifully played again. Sonam Chodan get a single.
Couple of good overs will help Bhutan.
I think
The way they going.
Bhutan, if they go in this way for the next couple of overs, that will definitely put them in the driver's seat.
Not giving easy to Hong Kong. Yeah, good fight. They're still in the game.
Yes, I think they're taking their chances, not simply slogging on every ball. If the ball is there, they're getting the boundaries. And the other balls, they're trying to rotate the strike. It's a good cricket. Yet another quick single. Chance for a run out on the other side.
Could have been a run out. That's the end of over number 14, 69 for 3.
Bhutan is right on course. 34 of 36 needed. Mariam Bibi to bowl over number 15 for Hong Kong. That's a big shout by Mariam Bibi straight into the block hole.
Straight away asking questions.
Beautifully played. It's fine leg. Sharing Zhangmo.
Yep. On the bats.
It is now 33 of 34.
There's a testing phase for Hong Kong.
And Bhutan.
Straight to the field with no chance for a run.
Now it's exactly Rana ball situation, 33 of 33.
Yep.
We'll get it shortly. Who's going to clinch this?
Then a miss.
Couple of good overs from the Hong Kong side will put pressure on Bhutan, or a couple of good overs from Bhutan side will put pressure on Hong Kong. So it's evenly poised, this match. Quick single Sonam Jordan. Sharing Zhangmo back on strike.
Let's see. Enough for get another over.
The required run rate is gone up a bit. 32 of 30 balls is the equation.
Just one run came in that over. Very good over.
That was a crucial over. Bowled really well by Mariam Bibi. I'll skip her back on attack.
Last 5 overs, 22 runs were scored, losing 1 wicket. Bhutan, they need 32 runs to make an upset against Hong Kong in 29 deliveries. Chang bowling from the bungy end, and a miss.
Sharing Zamo tried to get full advantage of it, having two fielders inside in front of the wicket.
Into a tight line, not allowing the batters to play freely.
Now it's getting tight, the equation, and Hong Kong are bowling really well in this phase so far.
Score is 73 for 3 wickets. Hong Kong in the over number 16, they were 86 for 5. They were 86 for 5.
I think the skipper Kerry Chan is, bowling really well, bowling the right situation, taking the full responsibility. At an end of 16 overs, Bhutan are 73 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Yeah. 14 runs for 1 wicket so far in these 3 overs she bowled, and she is in proceeding to bowl the last over. Make sure not giving away many runs. 74 for 3. And with that single, 75. They need to go big now. Lose for Bhutan from here. They have to go big.
Yeah, they still have 7 runs, 7 wickets in hand.
Trying to
Chance for a run out. Says no, strike upside. I think Bhutanis should back themselves and go for the shots. Hong Kong is using their experienced bowlers to add Kerry Chan herself and Betty Chan.
I think Bhutan has to take some risk right now. Cannot play safe anymore.
And that has been
That's
bold.
gone.
Betty Chan right at the stumps. Hard fought stay. Sonam Chodan, I believe, it's come to an end.
And Sonam Chodan departs after scoring 13 of 25 deliveries.
We have Dashi Laden comes into the crease at a very, very crucial time. I think Bhutan might need some big hits from her.
77 for 4. Final delivery to go in this over number 18, and that's the Betty Chan's last delivery. She has bowled really well. 17 runs for 2 wickets. And Tashi Laden had to deliver for Bhutan if they were to win. And good shot. Cut off at mid-on, just a single. She opens her account as well with that single. And that's the end of over number 18, 78 for 4. So 4 runs coming in that over. 18 for 2, Betty.
Mariam Bibi to continue her third over. Bhutan need 25 runs of 12 balls.
Yep, 25 runs.
Tashi Laden can have some long handle and some big blow. And
that's bold. Brilliant delivery. Straight to the stumps. Very good delivery to bowl in the final overs. Especially when the target is over 10 runs per over.
Indeed. Tashiladen is gone.
Betty has performed really well with the ball. 3 runs for 1 wicket. Definitely, that can be the differences in the runs required to bowls.
Yes, indeed. The amount of pressure at the moment Bhutan are in. Hong Kong players are really piling up the dot balls, and that's what made them, get pressure themselves. And we have the wicket keeper Pema Selden comes into the crease. Singles and twos are not going to help at the moment. 25 of 11 need a couple of boundaries at least at this over for Hong Kong, for Bhutan to get going. And she goes downtown over mid off for only a single.
Famous Sultan. Yep. Nothing to lose. Go hard, hit hard. Can they make a upset over here?
3 balls to go in this over.
And it's not giving anything away.
I think
Really bowling really well by Mariam Bibi.
Mariam Bibi is bowling at the right channel, going at the block ball at the depth. Giving nothing easy for the batsman.
She looks more of a death over specialist.
Yes, didn't bowl a single delivery in the first half.
Looking for 2 runs. Taken easily. Showing
Another 23 runs, Bhutan.
Two runs. 8 deliveries.
Yet another chance of a run out.
Yet another single.
Top edge towards third man region. Only for a single.
And that's the end of over number 19. 83 runs for loss of 5 wickets, Bhutan. That's over 5 runs coming in with a wicket.
We need another 20 runs. In the last over, Carrie Chan, skipper, takes the ball to bowl the final over. 20 runs in 6 balls. Let's see what we have here.
Right, the delivery. Oh, easy run out was missed by Hong Kong there.
Stick the run in between.
So Bice,
19 of 5.
19 of 5.
Chance of a catch. And
A
it's
drop.
been spilled. Another couple.
2 easy runs. Meanwhile,
17 of 4 balls. What do we have here? Still have a chance for Bhutan. Three balls, three sixes is required. Or maybe through sixes and a
Yeah.
boundary. We'll do 16 of three balls.
Nevertheless, they have given a good fight, very good fight.
Kerry Chan and Co will be happy with the performances so far. A couple more deliveries to con-
A run out opportunity and taken this time, and that's the end of the. There are another two more deliveries to go. Sorry. Yeah, one more delivery to go. Correct. New batter box in Anjugurung.
and it's all over at UKM Oval.
And Bhutan ends 88 runs, loss of 7 wickets, of 20 overs. They were 14 runs short. Yeah, Bhutan was won the toss, elected to field first, restricted to overs. Sonam 23 for 2, Tashi 14 for 1 in 2 overs, Anjugurung 20 for 1, Deshang Wangmo 19 for 1 in her 4 overs. And for Hong Kong, Mariko Hill 40 of 36, Yasmin Daswani 15 of 28, Kari Chan was 15 of 14. And as a reply, Bhutan only managed to score 88 runs, loss of 7 wickets, end of over number 20. For Bhutan, Yeshe Choden scored 20 of 31, Guan Choden 10 of 14, and showing Zhangbo 25 of 37 deliveries to end the innings. A brilliant performance by Mariam Bibi to restrict that 8 runs of and 1 wicket in the last 3 overs. She bowled to restrict them, not to, because otherwise they were going a par, Tariq. And nevertheless, Mariko, what a performance! 40 runs of 36 and 15 for 2 in 4 overs. That's the summary of Bhutan versus Hong Kong. We'll be having the play of the match session in a while. Stay tuned. Yeah, the game between Hong Kong and Bhutan. Bhutan won the toss, batting first, bowling first. Hong Kong was restricted for 102 runs for loss of 8 wickets. Michael Hill scored 40 runs of 30. Very Chan, 15 runs for bowling from Bhutan. Sonam took 2 wickets for 23 runs in 4 overs. Bhutan batting, they managed to score 88 runs of loss of 7 wickets. Sharing for 25. So they were 14 runs short. Sharing scored 25 runs. Hong Kong bowling, Mariko Hill 2 wickets for 15 runs. And Betty Chan scored for 18 runs for 2 wickets. Player of the game today is Mariko Hill, taking 40 runs, scoring 40 runs and taking 2 wickets for 15 runs.
Oh no. The process. So we have a team that bats all the way to 11. So, I mean, although we lost a few quick wickets, that didn't really faze me. We ran well between the wickets too. Myself and Bella, who came in at 3, and then Carrie as well. So I think that really eased off the pressure.
Yeah, we saw you started aggressively and suddenly you changed the lose your wicket in that fashion. Anyway, you played really well, and then when you came to bowl.
Them finally we're playing on wickets that are for pace bowlers, so that was nice. And I think the moment I saw the ball come off the wickets, I felt in good rhythm. So yeah, back myself.
Any advice to your opponent and your teammates?
I mean, you guys have come a long way, really a long way. Of course, yesterday happened, but that was the past. But to see that you put a total up there, you guys really went through and went deep with the game of cricket. And we played in the same team, and I think to see you carry the ball openly, of course, so that's why I thought maybe to try and target you. But you guys are all a great team, and you saw the way your spinners came in as well and slowed down the run rate. Got nothing to say, but I'm so proud of all of you as well, and we've come a long way, and I think we're captained by the right person as well, and she's led the team so well, and we're 1 out of 1, and we've got a few more games to come, and hopefully we've got a few wins on the board.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bhutan giving a good fight and not giving easy to Hong Kong, Hong Kong winning by 14 runs nevertheless, and that's the end of the game. Hong Kong versus Bhutan.
Thank you. Thank you.